Hey guys, it's Explosive Pop Tart. I'm still trying to get used to saying that name. I almost always say slushy at the very beginning, then I catch myself and I have to be like, Explosive Pop Tart. It's Explosive Pop Tart, damn it. But today I thought of a cool video would be to talk about my favorite music artists. Now I'm not gonna go in depth about each and every one. There's one specific artist on this list that I am gonna speak about because I feel like he's kind of considered controversial because of his past that a lot of people don't really understand about him. So I kind of want to dive into that a little bit. But as far as everybody else, I feel like everybody already knows all these other people, so there's really no point. I mean, you definitely know the person I'm going to talk about, but you also feel like a lot of people also misunderstand him. But either way, let's get into it. Starting at my number 5, the guy that I'm talking about, Elvis Presley. Better known as Elvis. Here's the reason why I think he's considered controversial is I feel like a lot of people misconstrued him as being racist and being several other things, and also the fact that he stole music from the black community. Because, his music is basically like music that he essentially took from famous blues musicians at the time that he grew up listening to, or that he just happened to hear that he thought, hey, that's a good idea, I'm going to use that for my songs. So, I mean, yeah, technically he did steal, but he has gone on record. He did, because he's not alive anymore. He did go on record several times to credit the people who essentially created the genre, who paved the way for people like him. He wasn't one of those selfish pricks who basically took all the credit for himself. Yeah, I'm the king of rock and roll, I'm not even going to try to do an Elvis impersonation because I just don't have his voice, man. I mean, he's just got this southern voice, but it's also got this unique twang to it. I've never heard anybody speak like him. I've heard several impersonators and a lot of different other people trying his voice, and it's like they come close. It's just he has a specific voice that nobody can touch. But nonetheless, dude, Elvis, man, I mean, also to get into the whole racism part. This dude was so against racism, man. I mean, he loved Martin Luther King Jr. How can you love one of the greatest civil rights activists in history and somehow be a racist? It's like, that just doesn't work, man. You can't love Martin Luther King Jr. and also love or hate black people. That's like, dude, to me, that's like hating Taco Bell, but you love their tacos. It's like, how can you have one without the other? Like, you either love them or you don't. So if you eat their tacos, chances are you probably love them, right? I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. So the fact that people can say that he's a racist with that in mind, I don't know. But either way, Elvis Presley, number 5. He's amazing. Got a beautiful soul and voice and a great stage performer. Coming in at number 4, Linkin Park. Now, Linkin Park was going to be a little bit higher on my list, but I just really love the other 3 artists so much more. And it's going to make Linkin Park sound bad. And by the way, I want to say that none of these 5 artists or groups are particularly higher than the others. It's just I kind of have to rank them based on how they feel in my heart. So, like, I don't believe that one of these is greater than the other, essentially. I don't believe that any of these people or groups are better than the others. I think they're all on the same level, really, as far as talent and skill level goes, and they were all unique performers in their own way. So Linkin Park coming in at my number 4, they made fantastic music. Rest in peace, Chester Bennington. Love Linkin Park. Very relatable music, very sad music, depressing music, and also uplifting music, because it makes you feel less alone in the world. Moving on to my number 3, Imagine Dragons. Now, Imagine Dragons has been very near and dear to my heart for a while. I really started listening to their music whenever they were first popular, like 2012. That was their heyday, It's like Demons came out and Radioactive was at the top of the charts on radios and stuff. It's like they were huge, So that's how I found them. So I feel kind of shitty for being like one of those people who finds a band not because, I was just searching around and I found them, but because they just were huge and popular at the time. But either way, who cares, man? I love Imagine Dragons. They make fantastic, also relatable music as well as the next 2 artists that I'm going to mention. So yeah, Imagine Dragons in my number 2. Also, they stand up for a lot of really good things, like in society and stuff, so good on them. Coming in at my number 2, anybody that knows me will not be surprised by this, Nirvana. Maybe that might actually surprise some people, but I am a huge Nirvana fan. I've heard almost all their songs now. For a while, I wasn't considering myself a Nirvana fan because I hadn't heard a good portion of their songs. I'd heard probably like 5 or 6 songs. But recently, I've just gone on a crazy Rampage listening to nothing but Nirvana. And it's like, it's such an enlightening experience. The Kurt Cobain's always been one of my biggest role models. Also, rest in peace to him. It's crazy how many people in my top 5 list are dead. Elvis, Chester Bennington, Kurt, and so far that's it. Hopefully we don't have any other deaths happen here, but I love Nirvana. They have relatable music. They make music that touches you. Not all their music is meant to be like super deep and super like mind blowing. We're supposed to put on your thinking cap. And Kurt has literally gone on record to say he doesn't want to just make music that people have to like, pick around to see what the message of the song is. He wants people to listen to it and kind of, jive with it. You kind of enjoy the song. But several of their songs are like really deep when you listen to them. You can just tell that there's so much feeling and hurt and just so much emotion behind each song. But either way, Nirvana is my number 2. Coming in at my number 1. Now, if you know me, this will not be a surprise at all, and that's 21 Pilots. Now, 21 Pilots, I'm smiling because 21 Pilots saved my life. Whenever I was at my lowest point in life, 21 Pilots saved my life. I was literally about to kill myself. I know it sounds weird to be smiling about this, but every time I think about it, I just get so happy, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be here right now recording this video for you guys. I was literally about to kill myself. I'm sitting there on the floor, the blade's up against my neck, I'm about to slice, and all of a sudden their song, Doubt, comes on the radio. And mind you, this song never came on the radio again, as far as I know. I've never heard it on the radio again. It's one of their rare songs like that just doesn't come on. Stressed Out was huge, Ride was a huge song, Heathens was a huge song, but Doubt just never came on the radio, except for that time, and it changed my life, man. I put the knife down, put it back in the drawer, and I was just like, wow, this song just changed me. And I don't know what it is, because the lyrics aren't super deep, but the specific line, "Don't forget about me," in the song, for some reason really hit with me, and it made me think, how would my mom react if she came inside the house and saw me dead? And that really changed my whole mindset. So honestly, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be here. So 21 Pilots has got to go in number 1. And besides the fact that they saved my life, they just have amazing music. They make great relatable music, again, just like the last couple of artists. Their music is like really deep. They have great sounds to them, instrumentals. Tyler Joseph is a fantastic vocalist. Josh Dunn is a fantastic drummer. It's the perfect band. I feel like as far as bands go, besides Linkin Park, they're the best band since Nirvana, and I'll say that with a full confidence level. It's like I feel like they just make. I feel like if Nirvana was here I feel like if Kurt was here right now, and they were still making music together with Dave and Chris and stuff, I feel like they, or at least Kurt, would have definitely loved 21 Pilots. Without a doubt. I have full confidence in saying that. They probably would have been friends, honestly. If they were around the same age and stuff, and they're making music around each other and stuff, they definitely would have been friends. I feel like I don't know. You really wouldn't have 21 Pilots without Nirvana and Linkin Park paving the way. But at the same time, it's like, people want to say that essentially 21 Pilots is copying them, but they're not. They make completely original music. None of their songs is anywhere near like Linkin Park or Nirvana. It's just they do have small similarities where you're like, I could see, Linkin Park enjoying their music, or, Nirvana / Kurt enjoying their music. But either way, guys, this is my top 5. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't hate me for my list. I'm leaving out a lot of good artists. Believe me, it's hard to make this list. It's just, as far as right now anyways, these are my favorite artists that I've ever heard. Elvis has made the list recently, mainly because I've just gone on a spree of listening to his music. But he's fantastic. What a guy, man. What can I say? As well as all these other people that I mentioned, especially Kurt, Chester Bennington, and Tyler Joseph. You guys are all fantastic, and you guys are exactly the reason why and also Dan Reynolds. I think his name's Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons. I almost left you out. But they're all amazing. So that's my top 5. Let me know what your guys' top 5 is. Did I just do the thumbs down? Down below. Hit like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're not already. The bell go notify anytime I make a video or stream. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.